welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our coverage of the 2016 Risk Tournament group stages. Now, if you aren't familiar with Risk Tournament, it basically goes along the lines of 2 players submit an army to admin, and there's a 50-50 chance that both players will have to swap over their armies. Now, in today's match, we will have ZEAL, bnollbnoll coming up against CONCEIVABLE, AVA CONCEIVABLE. Both very good players. We've already seen them in the tournament playing the match once. Unfortunately, bnollbnoll didn't get the best luck in the last match. We'll see if his luck kind of picks up in this match here. It looks like in terms of, we've got a normal round on our hands. In terms of strategies, it looks like both players have kind of brought a fairly half-decent build. It looks like neither of them were kind of banking on, you know, playing a particularly strong build or maybe a particularly weak build. They're both like a little bit shit. But anyway, let's jump into the match and we'll see exactly what units they have brought. Welcome into the game. So we've got LUSITANI, sent into battle by CONCEIVABLE. Now, he said that the start of this match was pretty hilarious. So, oh my god. Because they got a couple of guerrilla units themselves. And look at this, there's like 2 guerrilla warriors. I think they were both like planning on doing the same thing. And they've both kind of aligned their troops out on this side of the battlefield. And it looks like CONCEIVABLE's going to take his LUSITANI guerrillas and make a beeline for the enemy formation here. bnollbnoll's got a couple of these guerrilla warriors. Both of these guys have gold XP chevrons, that's right. So pretty hefty attack and melee defense. So these LUSITANI guerrillas are definitely going to want to get away from this quick smart. But it looks like he's going to turn around and try and take the engagement here. Nice, just getting a nice little javelin volley off there. These guys don't have the best missile block chance or armor. And it looks like CONCEIVABLE's going to be taking a couple of cav out here, Scutari cav and Iberian cavalry, but you can see that these armies are not the best. I mean, CONCEIVABLE's brought like a half-decent LUSITANI army. I can understand why he wouldn't want to go all out, but yeah, looks like bnollbnoll was banking on a real shit LUSITANI build. Either that or he was really hoping for a swap round. Looks like he's going to bait out a javelin of volleys, a volley of javelins there. And very brutal charge here. These guys are only medium melee infantry, but so are the guerrilla warriors. So a lot of damage done on the charge there. Has he lost any men? Oh, he lost 6 of them. And the supporting fire from these LUSITANI guerrillas is going to be pretty brutal, but I don't think that these units by themselves can defeat these guerrilla warriors. I mean, they're down quite a bit, but these units have some pretty hefty morale at 62. So I don't know, it's probably going to take quite a bit to get these guys out of the fight. And lo and behold, we got a couple of these Iberian cav coming out here. So these guys are all spare XP chevron. 65 melee attack, 52 base morale, 60 melee defense. So if these guys get into a fight, you can be sure that these Iberian cav are going to win out. And still, CONCEIVABLE's going to struggle with these 2 guerrilla warriors here. They do get a very nice jav volley off there, killing off a couple of those Scutari cav. These guys are exhausted after using, what's the ability? Frenzy charge. So definitely going to struggle. I think he probably could have afforded to bring over an Iberian slinger, but that was fucking hilarious. Both players like had the same thing in mind. Like both of their guerrilla warriors were like right next to each other, like literally. That'd be interesting to see, like in a battle, if people like just by chance put their units over the top of each other, and then all of a sudden, straight off the bat, you know, they're in a fight. Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen that before in a battle. But these Iberian cav are going to get destroyed by the guerrilla warriors, but these guys are down to 71 and 28 there. These Iberian cav are happy to look on, but I think CONCEIVABLE can kind of see what's happening here. He's pretty much got it in the bag. Just kind of hilarious to see the start. So these Iberian swordsmen are going to come in here and throw a couple of javelins in, and they've probably got this engagement, so we'll just put it into forward for the moment. Iberian swordsmen picking up plenty of kills. Jesus. 46 kills and 39 on LUSITANI guerrillas. These Iberian cav are going to come in here and pick up a whole bunch of kills on these Iberian swordsmen, but they're going to be backed up by these Scutari spearmen, who definitely don't want to get into a fight. He's going to pull out his Iberian cav, and these guys are still going. Look at the morale on these guys, down to 7 men and still going. These guys eventually going to get taken out of the fight, but my god, it took a long time. Alright, what do we got now? Players are going to be pulling out. We've got Scutari spearmen. coming back into the line here. So we've got on forward so far. Just to kind of move the battle along. I'll put it into fast forward now. Yeah, here we go. So we maybe a frontal YOLO here. So bnollbnoll's got a Scutari Iberian cavalry, and he's going to be baiting a javelin volley out there from the Iberian swordsman. Pretty nice stuff. He's also got 2 of these Iberian skirmishers, Scutari, another Iberian cav, 2 more Iberian cav, and a noble fighter. So whether or not that can hold up to Lusitani nobles, Iberian swords, veteran shield warriors, you know, that kind of thing, remains to be seen. I don't believe they I don't really think they probably could. But who knows? bnollbnoll's going to give it a red hot go anyway. So off in the distance over there, he's going to be baiting out a couple of volleys, doing really well actually, in using up a whole bunch of ammo from CONCEIVABLE's javelin wielding units. Soliferum javelins as well. Now CONCEIVABLE's still got 4 slingers on right up the front, so he potentially could just win out the skirmishing. Yeah, here we go. So he's just going to take it 2-on-1, you know, just chew their way through these enemy Iberian skirmishers, because those guys could really punish these cavalry units here. So here we go, the last charge of bnollbnoll. This is his 2nd game, so if he can win this, then he may be able to pull himself back into the match, into the tournament. But yeah, it looks like he's not going to get the charge off into these Iberian cav, and these noble fighters are going to struggle in this fight against those Lusitani nobles. Skirmishers are going to get pulled back. There's a nice counter charge here with the Iberian cav into those veteran shield warriors, and a very nice charge in here from the Scutari as well. Over here we've got the same thing happening. Nice charge first with the Scutari cav into the veteran shield warriors. Killed a whole bunch of them. That's amazing. And then following up the Scutari. But oh hey, spoke too soon. We got a couple of units over here. Oh my god, this was submitted by CONCEIVABLE, so I did not realize he had units out here. Oh my god. Guerrilla warriors are going to be coming here from this flank. I don't know if they've got enough time to really make too much of an effect on the battle. There is a Scutari spearman out here. They could put a lot of pressure on those Iberian slingers, but it looks like this Scutari are going to get crushed, absolutely crushed by the veteran shield warriors at this point. But yeah, it looks like bnollbnoll is going to be trying to set up a couple of anvils for his guerrilla warriors to come in here. See, even these veteran shield warriors, they could really, if they get a good charge, they could destroy both of these guerrilla warriors straight up. I mean, let's check the stats actually. 50, 56. They're about the same in terms of... But yeah, the charge bonus is a little bit better on the veteran shield warriors. Oh yeah, and over here, Lusitani nobles, they're definitely going to win out that engagement. So, a very valiant effort from bnollbnoll. He's going to be getting around the side here, probably going for the skirmishes, but they're going to get ripped to shreds by these, by the continued fire. And it looks like CONCEIVABLE is going to get his Iberian cav in here. So it looks like this definitely was an engagement that had pretty much been wrapped up before the start of the battle. So, I guess bnollbnoll took a risk bringing this kind of army, and it definitely blew up in his face. Close victory for CONCEIVABLE there, AVA CONCEIVABLE. Very nice stuff, lots and lots of kills. Well, not really, at least Lusitani nobles did alright, but that was so funny at the start of the match how they had those guerrilla warriors out in the flanks, right next to each other. CONCEIVABLE had the one Lusitani guerrilla that was hoping to use that out in that flank as well. It was just hilarious how they were right next to each other. Anyway, thanks boys for the game. I think bnollbnoll's out of contention for finishing in the top of the group stage. So he's got one more match up against El Cid. I don't know if El Cid's going to be playing for the rest of the tournament. Might have to swap him out. Haven't really heard from him for the past couple of days. But thanks for being in the tournament. Hopefully we'll have one last hurrah in the last match from bnollbnoll. And it looks like CONCEIVABLE is going to be moving up the ladder with his first win of the group stage, up there with Yawning Firefly at the top of the table there. So thanks boys for the game. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you liked. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next battle. Jujubear signing out. Peace.